Welcome to pvtexpressnews news channel. Subscribe to the channel and don't miss the hottest news of the day. Our today's newsletter includes the following content. Deerin was a sweet scene, netizens shouted, Wang, Hedi and Shen, you stop flirting. I finished watching the second season of Deerin on Mango channel at 10 p.m. on Friday night. I watched the celestial phenomena at night for my sister. I counted on my fingers and found that this episode will be a hot search. Sure enough, when I woke up early the next day and started scrolling through Weibo, the enthusiastic melon-eaters covered the hot searches. As a standard slow variety show, the second season of Deerin is gradually getting better after the first few episodes. This small island located in Aershan, Inner Mongolia is warm and unique. It bids away the sorrows of the world and welcomes laughter and joy. Recently, the person laughing the loudest in the inn is obviously Wang Hedi. Why? Because Shen is here. What kind of candy is happy enemy? Sandwiched with jumping candy. It's a live variety show, and the guests give out sweets, which is normal. For example, Wang and Lu Tao, hand in hand, give the audience the feeling of a sesame candy, which looks warm and melts into their hearts after taking one bite. For example, the combination of the three ode to joy sisters, Lu Tao, Yangzi, and Xiao, are like fruit jelly beans, heartwarming and refreshing. It's just that other combinations just give out sweets, but Wang, Hedi and Shen don't take the usual path. It's okay to just give out candies. If we want to give out candies, we have to give out explosive heart-pounding candies. How? Not only is the interaction between the two people natural and loving, but also because this pattern is very similar to the common happy enemies in our lives. While decorating the guest room together, flight guest Yangzi joked that Wang, Hedi and Shen were so close that they recorded the show together again. The two just smiled and didn't talk much. The implication was that they just had a normal friendship. Normal interaction is pretty much up to this point. However, Wang, Hedi and Shen are obviously not ordinary guests. The two of them noticed something was wrong while changing the linen, and their voices suddenly rose. This is not a quilt cover. This is a quilt cover. What happened to Shen? Can we still work together? This is really a quilt cover. One Trump, the other Xiangpu, all came out in a panic. Yangzi didn't know whether it was a quilt cover or a bedsheet, but she was really amused by these two people. Later, after further research, it became clear that it was indeed bed sheets. Wu Yi helped smooth things over and went to get the quilt cover, and Wang Hedi also followed silently. Yangzi asked Shen, have you two always been like this? You really like the feeling of being enemies. Shen, no, he and I don't talk to each other. We are really not familiar with each other. We never contacted him after filming. It was like this once we met. Yangzi? During leisure time in the evening, watching everyone making noises about Shen ideal type of martial arts, Shen could only smile, and the atmosphere was a bit solid for a while. Wang Hedi stood up to resolve the embarrassment and said, I will perform a magic trick for everyone. Shen, who didn't know where to move her hands and feet just now, suddenly became cheerful. Looking at Shen, who was smiling broadly, Wang Hedi quickly added, don't tear me down. Just let me perform for everyone. After a series of fights, they are actually making each other sweet, and this candy is high-end. It is not a forced CP, but a natural and interesting one. The discerning crowd cued Hua Zili out in the barrage, you guys, don't flirt. Kai Si Chang CP reunited, sweet in daily life. Speaking of Wang Hedi and Shen, many people will immediately think of the popular TV series Meteor Garden in front of Mango. Shan Kai, played by the girl next door Shen, and Dao Mingxi, played by the sunshine boy Wang Hedi, contributed to the cutest height difference CP Kai Si Chang in history. The two are cute on screen and very good friends off screen. From the follow-up interviews on Mango Channel, it seems that although the two are harsh words, they did establish a friendship through Meteor Garden. So some people say that Wang, Hedi and Shen have a relationship that has been cultivated since they were a wet market couple. How can they not be strong? Wang, Hedi, who said that? Don't talk nonsense. I didn't. You know, when he learned that Shen was coming to the inn, Wang, Hedi reacted like this. How many boxes? 3 boxes? Carry it yourself. You're here to work, not to spend money. Shen, hey, I feel aggrieved. You can carry the bag yourself. If I didn't know that they had actually filmed together, I would have really thought that Wang, Hedi and Shen had a grudge. But in fact, men are all big pig hooves. In other words, say one thing and do another. On the phone, the person who burst out laughing when he heard Shen's voice was Wang, Hedi. The person who cued "We have been waiting for you in the cold wind for a long time, several times in the cold wind" was also Wang, Hedi. He said, carry 3 boxes by yourself, but his body helped Shen lift all the luggage in a very honest manner. When Shen Chuchu entered an unfamiliar environment, he was inevitably a little shy. Old employee Wang, Hedi immediately stepped into action. Without saying a word, he poured hot water for Shen at the welcome ceremony and greeted Shen directly. You're welcome, treat it as your own home. Looking at it this way, who wouldn't want to have a male friend like Wang, Hedi, who may be occasionally sarcastic and playful, but is reliable and sincere at critical moments? Of course, if Wang, Hedi showed his kindness unilaterally, the masses would not be so enthusiastic. When Wang, Hedi showed off the results of his previous labor to Shen and said that the road she walked was paved by herself, Shen also smiled happily in front and said, "This is stepping on you. Sweat has walked this road." Wang, Hedi was curious about the massage device, and Shen helped him try it out without saying anything. Wang, Hedi said, "It's wonderful." Chef Wang went to the kitchen to cook, and Shen helped cut the meat. At the end, he asked carefully, "Don't cut the meat until it is cooked. Isn't it hot to your hands?" Lu Tao on the side made a perfect assist, "Leave it to him, don't worry." Back and forth, there is tension and relaxation, and it is no wonder that the audience watched these two cuties and imagined an idol drama. The banner of Kai Si Chang CP has not fallen down, we can still continue to love. Simmer over low heat, the next one will be sweeter. Through the program Dear In, we saw Wang, Hedi and Shen taking off their actors' masks. They experienced the life of an employees and help clean up linens, buy groceries, and cook. The natural expression of their relationship is actually due to the environment of Dear In itself. As a slow variety show, here, no house is built in a day, and no water and electricity are built in a day. All people need to participate in the construction of the inn, work together, and run life together. While getting along in this inn, Wang, Hedi and Shen gradually discovered more advantages of each other. Shen is down-to-earth, hard-working, and quick-thinking. Wang, Hedi's hidden cooking skills and his sincerity and love for children. The two interact lovingly. Which candy is the sweetest? Sister, you thought that through these days of getting along in the inn, the sweetest sugar would be hidden in the next one through the brewing of life. In the next issue, will Wang, Hedi and Shen road of spreading sugar continue? What kind of sparks will the reunion of Ode to Three Beauties bring? It seems that the construction of the inn has been completed. What new challenges will the employees face? Next, continue to pay attention to Dear In. What do you think about this? This concludes our news section. Welcome to leave your thoughts in the comments area. Let's discuss it together. Welcome. Don't forget to give me a like and follow. Thank for all.